Is there anybody out there that's been reading that Children of Blood and Bone series? I finished last night Children of Anguish and Anarchy. I'm not going to give a lot away, but I would love for, if anybody's read the book, we can have some discussions. That book was so good. And it was the smallest one out of the three, right? If you don't know, this series is going to be made into a. This trilogy is going to be made into a film series, and I think they slated Viola Davis to play. They haven't to be in it. They haven't said who, but I think she would be Queen Neandra. And if they said who, I don't know if they said who she would be, but I see her as Queen Neandra. Or they could make her Mama. Was it Mama Baba? They could make her Mama Baba. Regardless, even down to the details of this book, the artwork in the book, it was just so creative. But out of all three books, this is the one that I need to visually see. With the other, with Blood and Bone and Vengeance and Virtue, whatever. With those, with reading those, and those were great as well, right? But with reading those, I could picture everything, even things that are extreme fantasy. I could picture. But with this one and the new and everything with the new Gaia and the skulls, I need to visually see it because I can't. My brain can't conceive what they're saying, and I also want to know if anybody's read this book. What culture are the new Gaians? You know, because they were saying things like abrigada, and that's Portuguese. But I almost got like they were Asian or Polynesian. You know, I don't know. Maybe someone else has another interpretation, but it would be nice to know. It'd be interesting to know. And also, were the skulls white people? Because I was just in my mind, and maybe I missed it. In my mind, I assumed they were Africans, but in like that one of the last scenes with King King Baladar, she said his pale skin. So were the skulls considered white? I don't know. Like with this book, with the third book, I really need a visual reference. You know, with everything else I was able to see, my mind could conceive. Even with the vines and how the vines were in Nugaya, the vines were like turned into weapons and could wield boats and all of that. I can't, I'm reading it. I can kind of picture it, but I can't, I really want to just see it, come to life. I almost wish we could do book three before book one and two because we're going to have to wait forever for the movie for book three. I almost wish this was going to be a TV series. This way I didn't have to wait. I won't have to wait years for each book to come out. But the author she's done her work. She's put her time in, and the series is phenomenal. So she deserves this trilogy to be a movie. I don't know. I kind of want to talk about it. I'm excited about that book, and I feel like it should be longer. There were certain things I wanted to see. By the time Inan got our forgiveness, I didn't want what happened to him to happen, but I kind of see it. But I want I feel like I need another book because I need to know why Zelie has blood of the sun. Like she has the golden blood. Like what makes Zelie so powerful? Because regardless of what the skulls did to her, she was still more powerful than everybody else once she grew into her powers. So even though it's only going to be three books, I feel like we need a backstory book, like a prologue book. And I feel like in the movie, let's go into more detail after that final battle when everybody came together. Because everybody came together, they were in harmony or whatever, but we kind of need to see more because they were really going to war before they teamed up to start fighting the skulls. And This is in Orïsha, you know. The new Ghanaians, if I'm not saying all this together, the new Ghanaians were their allies. So I don't know. Even when, like, with the breastplate that was stealing the magic, I need to see it. That was the third book was the best book. The third book, all the books were great. All the books were worth reading. The first one I found phenomenal until I read the third one. The second book was great, but that was more of a war torn. It was all fighting, 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 fighting. You know, yeah. I wish she would do a few more books. I wish she would, like, give us, like, okay, yeah, that was the final, but I don't know. I feel like there's more for her to more. There's more to go. Like, there's more areas to go. Like, now that they know that there are other lands, they know that they can still have their magic in other lands. I feel like we could be battling other lands now. Since we know the skulls are out there, we know New Ghanaian is out there. I just don't think we need to end the series with 3 books. So, but I can tell this author, Tomi, and I don't know her last name. I don't know her last name, but she put her heart and soul into writing each book. And are those languages made up? Like, did she make up those languages? Or are those old, forgotten languages? I don't know. But if anybody has read the books, please comment so we can have a discussion, because I don't know anyone that's read them. And I don't know. I just want to break things down with somebody.